What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another one. And as you can see, we're on the water. Okay, we're in the old kayak. We're gonna be doing a little bit of fishing, but before we get into the fishing, we're gonna be doing a little bit of a product review. Now, this is a reel that I'm really excited to talk to you guys about. It's coming in at right around $50 if you get it on sale, sometimes less than that. But it's another Abu Garcia product, and I think you guys are gonna love it because my expectations have been exceeded, okay? So what we're gonna be reviewing, and you guys might already know from the title, but we're gonna be reviewing the Abu Garcia Max Pro, okay? This specific reel is the 30, okay, it's the 30 series, so it holds a little bit of line. It's a little bit bigger. The gear ratio is actually 5:8:1, which is also interesting to think about. And one of the other specs, before we dive deeper into the reel of what I think about it, it's got 7 bearings, 6 bearings, and then a 7th one just for ultra smooth, you know, it keeps the reel super smooth when it spins and that kind of stuff. So let's get into it. We're gonna talk about this thing, and hopefully I can show you guys some fish on it as well, so stay tuned. All right, well, while we jump into things, folks, I'm already fishing, okay? But I did want to start this video off by saying that I'm not sponsored in any way, shape, or form by Abu Garcia. And I know I've done some other reviews by them in the past, but I don't think it would be fair to do a product review on something that I'm paid for. So this is not a paid advertisement or anything like that. I just want to tell you guys what I think of it. You know, kind of like a lot of fishermen, I'm pretty addicted to buying new gear and that kind of thing, but not a paid promotion or anything like that. I'm not sponsored by Abu Garcia. I bought this thing with my own money. I got it for like 45 bucks. I think if you look on Amazon, it's maybe like 47 or something like that. If you guys are like me, if you're looking to buy a reel, you probably want to see it in action. So I'm just going to show it to you right away. We're just going to get into it and start casting. I'm throwing this little topwater frog. It is the evening, and we have the perfect overcast, calm conditions for topwater, so I'm hoping we can hook up on something sweet tonight. But all in all, I've had this reel for a couple of weeks now, and to say the least, I'm super excited about it. For 50 bucks, you know, you might be able to get it for a little less than that, maybe like 45, something like that. It's sure met my expectations. I mean, this one, it's the 30 series, like I said, so it's maybe a little bit bigger than I needed. I do like that extra drag. You know, if you do get on a bigger fish, you're able to tighten it down a lot more than, you know, the 10 or the 20 series and that kind of thing. So it's just a little bit bigger, gives you a little bit more power, you know, when you're trying to reel in those bigger fish. And I don't have many reels this big, so that's kind of why I opted to go with the bigger one, which, you know, if you guys are fishing, you know, not, you know, huge fish, you know, if you might hook up on a big fish now and again, you could probably just get away with the 20 size, just because it's more than enough. I think the 20 series for this reel actually has like 14 pounds of drag, which is quite a lot for a reel that size. So that's definitely something to think about. But as I look at the reel, I mean, it is super clean. I love the white finish. I don't know what it is, but, you know, Abu Garcia has just outdone themselves with the white. It seems to get me in all of their products. You know, I've got the Veritas, this guy. I don't know. The white, I just think, is super clean. I think it looks super nice, and I'm super excited about it, but it's got a really, you know, thin finish there, so it's not super bulky or anything in your hand. You know, you can hold it however you want. One of the things that I really do like about this reel, actually, is the grip here. It's really grippy. You know, when you buy a lot of cheaper, you know, rods and reels and that kind of thing, I found most of the time they're just like a cheap plastic, but I think they definitely exceeded expectations with this. I mean, it really grips your finger good. You don't have to worry about it slipping out of your finger or anything like that, and I really like that in the reel. You know, maybe it's not that big a deal, but I do like that, you know, that when I grab onto it, you know, I don't feel like my fingers are slipping off of it or anything like that. It's like a rubbery material, you know, that you honestly, what I feel like you would get with, you know, more of a higher end reel, which is something to think about. But yeah, for an all-around, you know, $50 spinning reel, I have to say that it's really met my expectations. You know, I don't like to do product reviews on products that I don't like, just because I feel like it's, you know, kind of negative and that kind of thing. So I really like to talk about the positive ones and that kind of thing. And this is, I feel, is a very positive, you know, cheap spinning reel, and I think it would be a great option for a lot of people. You know, the one downside that I did find with this reel, which honestly kind of surprised me a little bit, is there's no reverse on the reel, so you can't make this spin backwards, which was kind of weird to me, because a lot of the times, you know, when you're fishing, you know, if you're using a cheap spinning reel, I mean, sometimes even from like Walmart or something like that, you know, normally they have that feature, which honestly, like, I didn't really care that much because I never use that. You know, it's just not important to me, you know. So if you do want a reel with reverse, 100% would not go with this one, because as far as I can tell, it doesn't have it, okay? But I do feel like that instead of adding that, you know, they put more into the actual reel itself and they took away from this, which maybe makes the quality a little bit better. You know, if they you know, didn't spend the money on putting the reverse in there, they were able to make a better grip, you know, a better feel to the reel. But yeah, it seems like it's very good, you know. And what I can say too is it is extremely smooth. When you reel this thing in, I mean, there is no question that it's probably one of the smoothest reels that I have. It doesn't make any noises or grinding or anything like that when you reel it in, which is, you know, super, at least I feel like it's a, you know, peace of mind, because I've gotten some reels where it's like, man, this thing sounds rough. But this isn't the case. I mean, it's very smooth. There would be no reason to, you know, grease the reel or add any extra grease or anything like that. I mean, it's just extremely smooth. But with that being said, I don't know the longevity of that, you know, with it being a cheaper reel, you know, it might not hold up forever. You might have to grease it over time. I don't know. And I can't answer that question, you know, until I use the reel, you know, for a long time. I've only had it for a couple of weeks. But what I can say is the graphite body and the aluminum spool just seems to be extremely nice. I mean, that's really the only word I can think of. It's just nice. It's good. You know, there would be no reason for me to knock this thing, because it's just got the perfect, I mean, I feel like it fits in my hand great. And, you know, not to say there's probably, you know, obviously there's better reels out there, but I would say if you're looking for a reel for $50 or under that's a spinning reel, I think this is possibly one of the best choices. I think Abu Garcia's really outdone themselves here. Now, with that being said, if you guys do, you know, want to take a look at this reel, I'll put a link in the description, you know, to where I found the reel. I got it on Amazon. I think it's on sale right now. Again, I like looking for the deals when I buy my stuff. I think it's like 47 bucks. It might be like 20% off right now or something like that. So definitely give that a look. I'll leave that in the description for anybody that is interested. But yeah, the casting power is super nice. The one thing that's a little bit interesting, and I don't know how you guys use your spinning reels, but when I open this up, it closes really easily. You don't have to like crank on it really hard, you know, which a lot of the time when I'm just using my baitcaster, I'll just close the spool by hand. But if you do cast and then just continue to reel in like that, there's no problems with it. Now, at first when I got the reel, I didn't think that it did that very well. I thought you kind of had to move it kind of hard. I don't know if it had to be, you know, broke in a little bit, or, you know, what the deal with that was. But, you know, if you go from casting right to spinning, no question, it works flawlessly. So I think Abu Garcia's done a great job here. I'm super excited about it. And if you guys do like seeing content like this, please hit that subscribe button so you can see more cool product reviews and fishing videos in the future, because I do have a lot of stuff planned. But really my biggest, I mean, I think, guys, my biggest takeaway from this reel is just the quality that Abu Garcia went into when they created this. I mean, when you put it in your hand, you can just tell that it's not a cheap, you know, $20 knockoff off of Amazon or something like that. You know, they definitely put time into designing this thing. It really just, I think they went above and beyond, okay? You know, the handle, it's not plastic, it's aluminum, right? Obviously, Abu Garcia, they have a long history of making, you know, just good stuff. I would say for the price, you get a really good quality reel. Well, those clouds starting to look a little dark over there. And I know there's rain in the forecast, but I didn't think it was going to be till like middle of the night. So that's kind of making me want to get off the lake, but I don't know. But all in all, guys, I think if you're looking for like a, you know, $40, $50, $60 bait caster, if that's kind of your price range, I would say by all means, go for it. I think you're getting a very quality reel that's going to stand the test of time, that was made with quality. I want to emphasize that part, because honestly, it's great. It feels good in your hand. I love the design, and it just all around, there's really nothing I can say that is bad about it other than the no reverse. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you did, smash the like button and let me know, do any of you guys have the Abu Garcia Pro Max? And if you do, what are your thoughts on it? How long have you had it, and how has it held up for you? Okay, we will see you guys in the next one. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and we will talk to you guys later. Peace.